Pastor Christian Long is the lead pastor of Friendship Holiness Church, a historic congregation located at 2401 Northwest 54th Street in Miami, Florida. Born in Miami to Michael and Kristin Long, Pastor Long has a deep-rooted passion for serving God and uplifting his community. He was ordained and appointed pastor in March 2023 under the leadership of Overseer C.T. Long, continuing the legacy of the church founded by the late Overseer Mother Ruby Lee Thomas. A graduate of North Miami Senior High School, Pastor Long continually serves as a teacher at Lakey Academy. His ministry is marked by prayer, biblical teaching, and a strong commitment to outreach, regularly serving the community through acts of compassion such as providing food and clothing to those in need. Pastor Long is also a gifted musician and manager of the gospel group Anointed by Him. With humility and dedication, he strives to be a faithful steward, committed to strengthening believers and advancing God's kingdom. Let's stand to our feet and give a Love Tabernacle welcome to Pastor Christian Long.
We're in the book of Judges. We're going to be in the 7th chapter. We're going to be coming from the 13th verse.
Gideon arrived just as a man was telling a friend his dream. I had a dream, he was saying. A round loaf of barley bread came tumbling into the Midianite camp. It struck the tent with such force that the tent overturned and collapsed. His friend responded, "This can be nothing other than the sword of Gideon, son of Joash, the Israelite. God has given the Midianites and the whole camp into his hands." When Gideon heard the dream, its interpretation, he bowed down and worshiped. He returned to the camp of Israel and called out, "Get up, the Lord has given the Midianite camp into your hands." Dividing the 300 men into 3 companies, he placed trumpets and empty jars in the hands of all of them, with torches inside. "Watch me," he told them. "Follow my lead when I get to the edge of the camp. Do exactly as I do. When I and all who are with me blow our trumpets, then from all around the camp, blow yours and shout for the Lord and for Gideon." Gideon and the 100 men with him reached the edge of the camp at the beginning of the middle watch. Just after they had changed the guards, they blew their trumpets and broke the jars that were in their hands. The 3 companies blew the trumpets and smashed the jars, grasping the torches in their left hands, holding it in their right hands. The trumpets they were to blow, they shouted, "A sword for the Lord and Gideon." While each man held his position around the camp, all the Midianites ran, crying out as they fled. When the 300 trumpets sounded, the Lord caused the men throughout the camp to turn on each other with their swords. The army fled to Bethshedah towards Zerah, as far as the border of Abel, Meholah near Tabbath. Israelites from Nephtali, Asher, and all Manasseh were called out, and they pursued the Midianites. Gideon sent messengers throughout the hill country of Ephraim, saying, "Come down against the Midianites and cease the waters of the Jordan ahead of them as far as Beth-barah." So all the men of Ephraim were called out, and they ceased the waters of the Jordan as far as Beth-barah. They also captured 2 of the Midianite leaders, Ori and Zeb. They killed Ori at the rock of Ori and Zeb at the wilderness of Zeb. They pursued the Midianites and brought the heads of Ori and Zebah to Gideon, who was by the Jordan.
My topic tonight is obedience over number. We live in a day and time where we feel as though that our church is not jumping unless we have the big church, the mega praise team, the best musicians. We got a full altar, of altar workers. We got a big old entourage of people following behind us. If we don't have the big LED lights, the strings, and all the rest of the beautiful things that it takes. But I've learned that you can have all of that. You can have all those great things, but still not have what it takes in order to catch souls. So I come back and I begin to do a little research. I began to think of how they started out with 32,000 soldiers and they ended up with only 300 men. I say, well, how in the world could you go from 32,000 all the way to 300? Of course, you're it's like you're walking into a dead zone. You're going to lose. You only have 300 people, but I realize obedience. What we lack today, we're looking for the voice of God. We're looking for God to speak to us. But when God begins to speak to us, Shepherd Johnson, sometimes it don't make sense. So I began to look down. I began to think about you, Overseer Carville. I began to say that when I first met you, I met you at 1750 Northwest 1st Street Court, Miami, Florida, 33136. Then after that, I began, time began to, go and, it began to go a little further and we started to shift over and we began to start the fellowship with you at 102nd Northwest 7th Avenue, Dania Beach, Florida, 33004. And what began to happen, and I began to look, and I say, as I began to see the numbers begin to decrease. Because I realized everybody is not meant to go with you. What God is trying to take you, what has happened is we be so caught up in having people with us. We be so anxious to have a big old crowd of people. And if Pastor Johnson, if they're not with us, we feel as though that we must be doing something wrong. I hear a lot of people saying, well, the church is growing, the church is growing. And I said, well, that's good and all, but our lives being changed. Our souls being set free. See, it's good to have a house full, but you can have a house full of demons. So, as we go into the word, we begin to see that they started off strong. Like I always say at Deep Friendship, I say it's always easy to look strong while we're all in the gym. Everybody walking around, with the T-shirts on. They walk around with muscles, and everybody walking around, and some of them don't never touch the bench. They just be walking around, just looking, walking around. But then when you begin to put the bar out, and they say, hey, we're going to lift this, and they say, well, you go ahead, I'll spot you. And we'll start to see everybody is not on the same weight class. Yeah. So I realize it's easy for me to look strong while I'm around strong people. But as we begin to read this chapter, the 7th chapter, we see that he begins to say, hey, listen here. You got some people that's around you that look strong, but Pastor Smith, in their head, they really scared. They already think they done lost the battle. So what I want you to do is I want you to go and you let them know, hey, I thank you for coming. I thank you for having good attendance, being on time, and, being punctual. You got your clothes ready. You already ready for the, but listen, it's some of y'all that's here that ain't going to be able to go with us. I'm not pushing nobody away. But if that's you going home. I know you want to go home. Your wife done cook dinner. I know the children. This you go ahead, because I'm trusting that God is getting ready to do something, something that I can't even explain. I don't know. It don't make sense to me, but I'm just trusting that God is getting ready to do something. So we see that they begin to leave. So Gideon began to get a little worried. You say, well, preacher, how do you know that? Because I was able to do a little studying today. As we read in the 6th chapter, the 15th verse, Judges 6th chapter, 15th verse, he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family were poor, and I am less in my father's house. And this is what the Lord said to him. And the Lord said unto him, surely I will be with thee, And thou shalt smite thy Midianites as one man. See, it's something when the Lord can tell you, I'm going to be with you. After everybody done left you. People that said, I'll never leave you. Overseer, you can call me any time of night. I'm going to be there. The minute you start to silence them. The minute you tell them, you ain't going to preach this Sunday. We're going to just let you sit for a little while. You'll see them down the street somewhere else. My anointing is not being used over there at Love Tabernacle. I just got to outgrow the ministry. My anointing is it's not being used where it needs to be used. But it's something when the Lord say, I am with you. Because I realized one day I love overseer. But Shepherd Johnson, it was a time where overseer, she wasn't there. She had to go through her own trials and tribulations. I had to seek God for my own self. I had to, listen, even in the midst of me not even being a pastor, I still had to carry. I still had to lead the people. So I realized that the Lord, he has to be with you. Everybody want to be a pastor. I don't know why they want to be pastor. I don't know why they desire to be a pastor. You know, they want to be a bishop. They want to be all these great things. I don't know why. I ain't saying like it's a bad thing or nothing. It's a wonderful thing. But listen, if you have an opportunity, if you have the opportunity to choose, drink this water. But as we go a little further, because I am a working pastor, you know, I'm not one of them. I ain't doing you ain't got to worry about no prophecy line. I ain't doing none of that. If God say pray, I pray, but you ain't got to worry about you done gave your offering, whatever you done gave, that's what you done gave. If God tell you to give something else between you and God, amen? People get scared. They be thinking you're going to prophesy. Nah, because you live right. If you pay your tithes and offering, Dr. Smith, the word said he won't withhold no good thing. So I ain't got to prophesy nothing to nobody. So we began to go. So the numbers dropped, and so he began to say, hey, okay, listen, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna let you go down and take them to the water, and I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you the people that's really with you. Listen, if you got a mega ministry, I know we're online. If you got, listen, it is wonderful to have a mega ministry. I ain't stopping nobody from having 2,000 and 3,000 and whatever thousand you want to have. That's good. Yeah. God bless you. But you got to be careful of what's in that crowd. Right. Because everybody is not for you. People build up churches inside of a church. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Never forget, overseer told me about one leader. They said that one of the musicians wanted to leave the church, and when he left, he took half the members. He started pastoring. He said it was doing the pastor's appreciation, and he said when the pastor began to look, he said the pastor sat on the seat where you were sitting there because the pastor didn't want to look back. He didn't want to see all the people that wasn't there. Oh, my God. So you got to be careful of what you have in your army. So, got a little topic. Got a few points. God will shrink numbers to strengthen your faith. Scripture says, not by faith, but by my strength. Obedience does not always make sense. The way God chose the 300 was unusual. Some people would have said, God, is that you? God, are you really, have you lost your mind? But God began to tell him, I got this under control. Yeah. It didn't look like a military Because most of the time, military is always, the numbers are all usually equal. They're equal. You don't go into a war where you're outnumbered, because you already know that we're going to lose. So God can do more with less. I always, when I went over to Bishop McCray Church, it was the thing they had. They say God does not count numbers. It says God makes numbers count. I didn't realize that until I got into a place with overseer, with taking care of something, and in the process of what we're trying to do, I begin to say, man, I say it's crazy that the county is trying to do this to us. And I say, but in every phase of the situation we've been going through, God has been with us every time. We didn't have no person that we can go to that can invest millions of dollars, but God has made a way. Because if you read what the scripture says on the second one, he said, He said, and the Lord said to Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midian into their hand, lest Israel. It says, my own hand have saved me. God does not want you to think that it was you. He needs you to know that it was me that did it. I was the one that did it. I was the one that brought you out. I was the one that set you free. It was God that did it. So, in order for me to get to that place, I got to strip you of some numbers. I got to strip you of some numbers. And I begin to look at how you all begin to, to go through the service. I said, wow. I said, you all are operating like one of them mega churches. I just got the TVs up. I began to look at the YouTube channel. I say, but what God would do is, God would take less, and God would turn it into much more. Because it was maybe some people that was in the ministry that, overseer, we don't need no camera, we don't need no photographer. I don't be taking pictures of me. We don't need to be on that. But God had to remove people. See, this is beautiful. See, I don't care about no big old church. I'm looking at what God is doing in this ministry. I'm looking at all the nice things, the cameras, and I really, because I'm into media, I'm into sound, and I'm into audio, and I'm looking at how God is just doing something great within this ministry. God don't need no big old crowd. He don't need you to get all that. No. God will teach you and teach people. Because they have a heart for the ministry. They see the vision. And they'll get behind their overseer and their pastor. That's what God is calling for. That's what we need in this day and time. That's what we need in this day and time. Do you all see what it said? When I walk, I need you to walk just like me. Don't detour from where I'm going. No. We all walking on our left foot. Don't you be on your right foot. If we say we wear clergy collars, I need all my minister story style to wear their clergy collar. So people try to do their own thing. See, that's why they can't make it in the 300 count. Because you trying to go your own way. You don't want to obey leadership. God has already commanded leadership on what to do, how to do it, and you trying to figure out, well, why we got to do it like that? Well, when we was at the old building, we used to do it like this. Well, we at the new building. This is how we're going to do it now. See, people think that they already know what the leaders already have in store. They already know what they already know. No, you don't. Because God speaks to them. God speaks to them. So we see ourselves, we're at a place where, as I begin to move on, I'm trying my best. I like how you all have that clock in the back. That is so wonderful. That is beautiful. I'm telling you, I've never been inside of an edifice like this. It's so beautiful. Most time people just be. So I look at how, when we read the 13th verse, how he began to listen in on the enemies. Talk about how I think we're going to lose. Isn't it something when your enemies know that you're going to win. But Evangelist Sue, we're so scared that we think that we're going to lose. Your enemies know. They got some power with that LOT. They got some power. And we will be scared. We will think that because he was scared. He said, listen here. If you're scared, you take somebody up there and you go and scout them out and see what's going on. And you're going to see. And when he went, he began to hear him talk about a dream they had. How, listen, man, I don't know what type of power they got behind them, but I seen them with their trumpets in their hands, and they was mighty. It was great. I don't know how and it's like we was in confusion. We couldn't get on one accord because when God is by your side. When God is on your side, it ain't about how many people. When God is on your side, even when you're nervous, even when you're scared, you know you're walking with God. He'll teach you on which way to go. He'll show you where to go, how to go, when to go. And you see that something I liked about him. He ain't wait till he win, First Lady Johnson. He began to give God praise right there. He began to give God the praise right where he was at. See, you can't be around people still trying to figure out why you praising God. You can't be around people that still trying to figure out why is they shouting. We going through all this. Why are they going through what they going through? One of my little members, my young member, Jalen, I reached out to him. And I said, hey, we're going to go to church tonight. So you say you want to go? I said, yeah, he want to go. He just lost his grandmother. And he began to say, last night. Now, sanctified folks say, well, I'm going to just stay home and, just going through. But a child knew what power was at. A child knew what power was at. He knew if I could make it to the house of the Lord. If I could just make it to the house of the Lord, I know God will be there. I know my breakthrough will be there. I know the healing that I need. I know what I need to go to walk with me through this season of our life will be there. So that's what we got to get back to. See, we be so quick to run home when trials and tribulations come. Well, I'm going to just go home. No. You come to the house of the Lord. That's where your healing is at. That's where your breakthrough is at. That's where you can be set free at. So he began to worship God. He began to cry out. He began to give God the praise even before the victory came. Even before even before, because he said, God, how can you mean to tell me my enemies? Telling me that they saying to themselves that I'm going to win. You mean to tell me that it's a fixed fight? All I got to do is just walk into there? You mean I just go in there and it's going to work? It's going to work for me. It's going to all turn around for the good. So all that I'm going through it's going to turn around. Is what you're telling me. It's going to all work out for me. So you mean to tell me all that I've been through, it was worth it? You mean to tell me that what I went through, it was only building me? It was making me. It was what I needed. See, he walked into this battle scared. He walked into it nervous. He walked and said, God, listen now, if you're going to do it now, you got to show some signs that we're going to win. Because these people, they pastor, overseer, they looking at me. They depending on me. So we're going to win. You have to know that you're going to win in this season. You have to know that you're going to win in this season. You can't walk with fear. You can't allow what you see. You can't allow what you see to turn you around. Because if you go by what you see, you won't make it. You got to walk. You got to walk by faith. I mean, you got to really walk. It is easy to say walk by faith. You don't even know it, but over, Pastor, you helped me in one of the roughest times in my life. You don't even know it. When I lost my job on last year, you begin to call me. And you say, can you move something for me? And what you gave me helped me get some things started in my life. See, I'm living in a town where I love my mother, I love my overseer, but shepherd, I begin to say, God, if it's you, God, if you're the God that if you say you got all power, I say I want to be able to be in a place where people will find me. I don't have to call nobody. Pastor Workman, I don't be faithful just to say I'm coming to church. I'll be faithful because when I need God, he'll come. When I call God, he will answer. See, that's the God that I serve. I'm not serving a God when I call him, I got to go through you and you and you for him to answer. But I got a direct line to him. That's the type of God that I serve. We shall get the victory. We will get the victory. You got to walk in victory. You got to talk in victory. See, I feel like him now. See, when I got this message, I was a little nervous. But now I feel like how the Lord said he was with him. I feel him with me right now. I feel the Lord all in me right now. It's not going to make sense. You can't look for it to make sense. All you got to do is just listen to the voice of the Lord. Yeah, it may sound crazy. God, I'm not qualified for the job. God, I'm not qualified for the house. God, I'm not even qualified for that car. But you got to go and listen to the voice of the Lord. Get the resume together. Get the resume together. Yeah, I know you won't be qualified. I know you don't got no degree, but go ahead and get the resume. Because you done won it already. See, you're trying to figure out how it's going to work. You trying to see, God, how is it going? God, how you going to do it? God, how you going to make it work in my life? But you have to know that you got the victory. Well, you say, well, preacher, how do I know I got the victory? Look at your leader. You just look at your leader. See, that's why we're in a season. You can't just be up on the end of everybody. Yeah, I know they got the good music. They got the good shouting. They got the good praise thing. But I need to know what that leader, how is that leader? We're walking in victory. We're walking in victory. You have to know that we're walking in victory. It's up to you to leave today and say, I know I got the victory. I don't care what the court papers say. I know I got the victory. Whatever it is, you need to put in that atmosphere, I got the victory. You need to go home tonight saying, God, I got the victory. There you go. There you go. There you go. Because you can't say I got the victory and say I got the victory. You got to say I got the victory. You got to respond to the victory. See, when you win a race, they don't just win a race, they walk off. They begin to jump up and be happy that they won. So when you say, I got the victory, you have to begin to respond with a praise. See, he responded with a praise. He responded with a praise. Ella Andrews, he didn't win yet, but he responded with a praise. Y'all remember the two guys that was in jail, Paul and Silas? They began to praise and worship God. They were still locked up, Dr. Smith, but they was praising God. They was praising God. And it got so bad, everybody around them said, man, I don't know what they got, but I'm gonna join in with them. See, it's something about when your praise confuse the enemy. It's something about when your praise can turn somebody's religion around. They'll jump religion, say, I don't know what you got. But every time you walk in here, it's just something about this room. It begins to change. See, that's when you're walking with victory. See, I can't make nobody in here have a victory. You have to know that you got the victory. I'm in a place I done told D first, I said I'm not pushing or priming nobody this year. If you don't have it within you, I can't force it to come inside of you. But you have to know that you got the victory. Don't worry about the odds. Like, don't worry about what's against you. Just know if God is for me. Yeah, I know some people that's going to be against you because everybody ain't going to be for you. Some family going to be for you. Some family going to be against you. Some friends going to be for you. Some friends going to be against you. But if God be for me, if God is for me, y'all going there to be against me, it's okay. But you have to know that you have the victory.